Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. So it's a huge week for Anheuser-Busch and Bud Light and Budweiser as the football season is set to begin this Thursday. As we know, they've promised to 3x their spending on marketing this year, and the football season, to me, seems like it's the big focus. With baseball season wrapping up, college and NFL football season is sure to either make or break this year's numbers for Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch. And if you support this Bud Light boycott, this movement against ESG and DE&I, we need to redouble our efforts. We need to reload the meme cannons. We need to bring back that energy that we had in the beginning, back in April and May, that sent such a strong message across the big tech world, that Target got caught up in it and all these other companies, that sent such a strong message that led to multiple companies removing their rainbow logos, even the first week into Pride Month. Many Bud Light drinkers called for boycotts on the still popular but no longer top-selling beer in the United States after the Mulvaney deal. In that very small partnership, the beer brand sent the social media influencer some cans with her face on them. The cans weren't available to the general public. In fact, they weren't sold anywhere. They're making up excuses. Mulvaney was simply paid to share images of them on the social media page, in theory, expand Bud Light's popularity in the LGBTQ plus community. In theory, that's what they want to tell you, right? But the very important fact that they're leaving out here is that Mulvaney has tens of millions of followers on social media, and the majority are 15 years old or less. So that was the first red flag. Why are they using this person in this manner when their following consists of folks that can't even legally buy or drink the product? So in today's climate where children seem to be the target at every turn, people that are aware don't like that, just on the surface, right? Don't like that scenario, just on the surface. But continuing, Kid Rock, as you likely know, did not want to drink a beer that also supports transgender people and the LGBTQ plus community, so he shot up cases of beer in a much-watched video. Well, there's more to it than that, and I very seriously doubt that the fact that it supports LGBTQ community has anything to do with the fact that he did that. I've never seen a quote where he said that, and he has his rights like every other person in this country to dislike a company for a decision that they made. That, plus the fratty comment and other things said on a podcast by former Bud Light marketing vice president Alyssa Heinerscheid, led to sales for the brand dropping about 26%. It's a dark chapter where many Bud Light fans want an apology from Anheuser-Busch CEO Michael Dukris. The executive has not done that and really can't, because what exactly apologize for? Being inclusive, tolerance, wanting more people to drink his beer? Well, you're kind of making excuses again, and he could certainly start with an apology for Heinerscheid's comments. A marketing executive should not be insulting the people that buy their product. That's bad form in any company. Now, the fact that she's still there and on paid leave, you can tell me why. The fact that Dukris still has his job even after they've literally dropped 25% off of their sales week over week for months now. Not to mention the drop off on their market share to the tune of $20+ billion. What about the obligation to the shareholders? But no, Dukris still has his job, and so does she, and she's actually getting paid for doing nothing. She's on paid leave. All she has to do is keep her mouth shut. I mean, what an incredible way to fail, right? Especially when all the blame pretty much has come down on the folks that have lost their jobs at the bottling companies, the third-party marketing agency that created this ad that was approved by Dukeris, the other executives. The drop in sales has led to the company's stock sitting at $56.18 per share at market close on September 1st. The shares slipped 0.7% in August, and as of September 1st, were down 5.2% this year. The current price is basically in the middle of its 44.51 to 67.09 52-week range, and despite his seemingly angry customer base, Dukeris does not seem that worried. Well, I can tell you why he doesn't seem that worried. Let me show you this other one. Bud Light offering can logos, music series, and college football push. So this is why. Dukeris said earlier this year that they were going to triple their marketing funds in efforts to basically market us back into our stupor that makes us drink stupid Bud Light. And so, Bud Light, which last week detailed its NFL ambitions, today unveiled an expanded college football strategy as the brand continues to plot its comeback behind sports and music. And I want to say that any celebrity, any team, any organization that teams up and partners with Bud Light right now, they're allowing Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch to water down their product. Their product is what's propping Bud Light. Yeah, Bud Light is giving you a bunch of money. They're giving you way more money than everyone else, but that's because they're desperate. Now, it's on us as the consumers to keep that in mind and remember that it's fun to laugh at folks when they buy and drink Anheuser products, especially Bud Light and Budweiser. As I said before, this week, this month, is the beginning of their make or break comeback for Bud Light. If things go the way that they hope over at Anheuser-Busch through this college football and NFL football season, by January, February, things will be back to normal for them. And I really don't want that to happen. And if you agree with me, like this video, share this video, get this video out there, comment on this video, comment on other people's videos, let them know that we're reloading the meme cannons. We are bringing the fire back to this boycott because now is the most important battle in this war against DE&I, and everybody's looking at this. Everybody is watching, and they're going to see if 3 times the amount of marketing is enough to get the sheep back. And let's prove to them that it's going to take a whole lot more than that. You know, please. Well, let me finish this up. The brand, which is an official sponsor of more than 50 schools, will roll out 20 college-themed cans, nearly twice the number from a year ago. Don't buy these cans. These cans are labeled for a season. Don't buy them. They won't be able to rebrand them and sell them to us later. Whoever us is, right? Make Anheuser-Busch buy all these cans back in the end. Seriously. Each can features a QR code that fans can scan for a chance to win a flyover in a private jet at any game of the winner's choice, along with limited edition Fanatics team merchandise. You see how desperate they are? This is Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch desperately begging us to come back with stupid sweepstakes. You know, don't buy into it. Bud Light is also introducing a college edition of its Bud Light Backyard Tour, bringing concerts featuring DJs such as Loud Luxury, Shipwreck, and A Craze to college towns ahead of rivalry games for 13 weeks in 13 towns, starting with the Rice versus Texas game on September 1st. So, you know, they're doing the thing, and they're going full board trying to trick everyone back to their product. And I just hope that people are wise enough to this, just like people are wising up to the masks, that we're not going to fall for phase 2 football season or anything else. And I hope you guys agree. If you do, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.